Realistically, this bike should see mid 190s today.
That quick shifter feels insanely much better.
It's still not good for that motor, okay?
This sounds ridiculous!
All right, guys, so we have Dylan here, and today we have a 2024 ZX-10r, and today we're getting ready to do the baseline on the bike, all right? But he brought a DNA air filter with a OEM 16 through 18 velocity stacks along with block off plates. So we're gonna go ahead and test it. We're gonna flash the bike after we do the baseline on this stock setup. Now, he already has an SC Project slip-on along with a Robinson, a 520 kit, clutch springs, that should help. And yeah, and that's about it. So we're gonna go ahead and show you guys kind of the process. We'll show you what the differences are with the air filter and the stacks. Block offs aren't really gonna matter too much because I can turn it off. But all in all, it'll help clean up the tune. But anyway, guys, so we got him here with us, and then at the end, what we can do is test drive it, and then come back, and then we'll do a little testimonial like live. So, let's do it. All right. So let's baseline the bike. Let's go. Let's get it. Base map in the ZX-10r. Now, I've got the tank loosened up. Everything's kind of prepped for the mods here. So I just want to let you know, in case it looks a little different on the video here, but it is completely stock still as far as the airbox goes and all that jazz. So we just put a flash in there. We are going to dyno tune it and get it kind of dialed in, get it very close at least. And then we're gonna go ahead and throw these mods in there and see what those mods, see what the differences are, okay? So let's see what kind of power she's gonna make. Alright guys, so as you saw, we just got done running that base map on the ZX-10r. It's really not too bad. It's pretty damn good actually, but it's a little off. There's a couple of new things that I wanted to try with it, with the fuel trim settings, and kind of go from there. So with a base map, I just wanted to show you guys where we're at. So when the bike came in, it was only making 163. We ran it a handful of times too, but 163 was about the most that we were gonna get out of it. All in all though, air fuel was way off. We were running pig lean here. Let's see here, insanely lean. We were at a 16.3 air fuel. Now we're kind of getting in range with a 13.8. here at the low end going in the mid-range. So there's definitely some tweaks to be made with the mapping. But all in all, air feels pretty good. It leaned out just a nip here at the top end. So we're gonna go ahead and richen that up. Lean out here, lean this out, add some fuel here, and then that's just the stab. We'll mess with the stab as we go along. I'm not super concerned about the stab, but all in all, we're sitting at 190, almost 191 already with about 80 pound-foot of torque. So, and that's just for our base map, guys. This is like as if you were to send us your ECU. This is what we do. This is kind of the mapping that you guys would get if you were to send us the ECU. So we're chugging along. We're writing the ECU now. We're getting there. It's gonna take us a little while to get this thing flashed. So like I said, we're gonna get it pretty freaking close, pretty much dialed in. We're gonna make our little tweaks here. We're gonna make sure that the bike's happy. And after that, we'll throw in all the other mods and get you guys these final numbers. And we're gonna critique the other map as well. But again, we just wanted to show you where we were at in this progress and in the process of everything. So pretty damn good for just now starting out without, again, he's got a stock air filter in there. Stock stacks, I mean, there's nothing been done to the intake at all. So it's completely stock intake. There's no airbox mods. I believe he even still has the flapper in there. Yep. So the flapper is still in the intake air duct. You know, there's still a few things that can be done to pull some power out of this bike. They're just not done yet. So we're gonna do a handful of those things. You know, the DNA air filter should add a couple of horsepower. The stacks, they should add a couple of horsepower. So, I mean, realistically, this bike should see mid 190s today. I'm assuming about 195 to 196 for the final numbers, and which is very, very healthy for these bikes. I mean, that's extremely healthy right now for a ZX-10r. So he should not. His bike's gonna be a little rocket ship compared to what he is used to currently on the bike. So, I mean, it only came in at 163, so not a ton of power. But what's up, dude? What's up, brother? We got our buddy Ryan here, super stock Ryan, crushing it. He's getting pretty good at that super stock on that hand clutch. So, but anyway, guys, we're gonna go ahead and shut it down here. We're gonna let this ECU finish riding, and we'll do a few more pulls here and see if we can get this bad boy dialed in. So we got the mapping all done, and we ended at 191 wheel horsepower and 80 pound-foot of torque. Sorry, it's a little loud right now, but as you can see here, we got red was the baseline, and this gold one is the final as of right now. We were playing with some ETV settings, so it ran a little fat here, but again, not the end of the world. Rest of the air fuel is close enough. Again, guys, we're gonna be swapping this parts out, splitting hairs at this point. It really won't matter if I get the air fuel any closer. It's not gonna make a difference. So 191.57 and 80 pound-foot of torque. Let's see what the new mods with the DNA air filter and the stacks. We're getting there. We're just got done flashing the ECU. We're about to take this airbox off. So let's see where we're gonna get. Let's see here. Let's take this off. I want to just show you guys this. So here we are on the stock air filter, stock stack. So we're gonna get this out of there. It's pretty used up too, so it's starting to get pretty dirty in there. But anyway, we're gonna clean the airbox out too, but we're gonna swap these stacks out, get rid of these OEM stacks, throw in the other stacks, and get this out as well, so we can install the pair valve block off plates and go from there. So let's see what this bad boy puts out. We've got the pair of block offs on, we got the air filter in. Well, I'll show you here in just a second, but I wanted to show you guys the main differences between the 2021 and up stacks versus the 16 through 18 stacks. What a difference it is. So just so you guys have an idea, these are the 21 plus stacks. So you can kind of see the difference here, and then these are the 16 through 18. So these stacks are much bigger in diameter. They have a much better flow going straight into it. These have these weird odd openings in it. It's got these weird cuts all in it. I'm really not sure why they do that, but this will definitely make a better impact here at top end. We should see a little bit better top end with this, including the air filter. So here's our DNA air filter. We wiped this all up. We cleaned it all in there for them. So we're going to throw this on real quick for them. So that's kind of how it's going to look, and then we're going to throw the other stacks in right here. So just wanted to show you guys kind of the differences on it all. So we'll wipe that up a little bit, but all in all, it's just kind of residual from the engine. That's a crankcase breather breathing oil into the motor. Usually this kind of happens, or you see a little excessive amount whenever you overfill your oil. I'm not sure if that's the case on this bike, but you know, here, let's double check. So notice his oil is completely over that window. So whenever you see kind of excess oil all in the airbox, that is the result of overfilling your oil a lot. So it's overpressurizing the system. It's blowing up through your crankcase breather, and it's blowing all into your motor. So guys, don't overfill your engine with oil. It's still not good for that motor, okay? So anyway, let's finish this install up, and get some more runs in. Guys, so we got the bike all wrapped up, made great power, super happy with everything. So here's the difference with the DNA air filter and the velocity stacks. So came in 163, which is honestly pretty low for the bike, the baseline at, but 74 pound-foot of torque. But again, just kind of recap a little bit, look how lean it came in. I mean, it was off the chart down low, and then very, very lean throughout almost the entire pool. And then up top here, it gets pig rich. So not the best curve all in all, you know, obviously. So, and then the blue one is mapped out for the 93 pump gas with all the mods that he came in with, minus the air filter and the stacks, okay? So we installed the DNA air filter and the velocity stacks, and as you can tell, we picked up an additional 3-wheel horsepower and a little bit on the peak torque. But all in all, it's really at the high RPM. Right here at the mid-range at like 8,700, 8,800 RPM, we picked up a solid 2-wheel. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. That's kind of what I expected. So about 2 horsepower gains here, and up top, we picked up about 3-wheel horsepower gains up top. So very, very good. Very happy with the results. You know, the bike did tremendous. Air fuel was solid on both of them. Just to show you guys, it's a 320 versus a 316 at that peak RPM. So fattened it up a little bit for them, so it'll be safe on the road. And yeah, other than that, this bike did exactly what I was hoping it would do. So very good power. I think I was estimating 195 at the beginning of the video. So we ended at 194. So honestly, you know, 0.74 off. So really good numbers. I'm very happy with that. This bike absolutely crushed it. These things make stupid power pretty easily. So if you guys are interested in any kind of packages for these bikes, just let us know. We do them all. We build motors, we do the nitrous kits, you know, you name it, bolt-on stuff, roll race stuff, drag race stuff, whatever you're trying to get into, just let us know, and we'll make it happen for you. So we're gonna do now, we're gonna get the bike off the dyno. Now, this customer, it's not like he's been riding Super Sport 1000s that are tuned. You know, he doesn't have a lot of experience on the bike, so he's not gonna go, obviously, super crazy. But I told him, go ahead, get on the highway. That way you can kind of accelerate into it to kind of really appreciate the tune, at least for a short little ride. So I told him, go ahead, just take it for a ride, just see how it goes, and let me know how you like it, you know, and we'll get his honest reaction for you guys, and we'll kind of ask him what the differences are, what he feels, what he notices. So these are short rides that the guys are going on, so don't expect anything like intricate or extravagant, but at least you can get the first opinion right out the gate and see what this is all about. All right, so yeah, let me go ahead and take this thing off and get it over to him. Yeah, he's gonna love it. All right. Already the nod. A little better.
That quick shifter feels insanely much better.
Yeah,
it's not like bobbing me anymore.
At high RPM, they're still working on like the settings, but all in all, like that mid-range, rolling into it, it's that part's nice.
It feels so much more powerful at the top end.
Yeah, it hauls.
It's so good.
Yeah, it don't fall off anymore. It's pulling.
Yeah, you can even you can hear it, you can feel it. It's definitely works.
How's the throttle feel like rolling into it?
It feels better.
Yeah, cleaner.
Especially when you're shifting up, it's like it's not wanting to do that.
Wanting to do the kind of hiccuping. Right.
It feels so much better.
Badass, dude. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it.
Yes, sir,
no problem. All right, guys. Well, as you saw, super happy customer. Now, granted, again, he only took a short ride, but he's very anxious, very excited to see the YouTube video whenever this comes out. So very excited for him too. We appreciate you guys watching. Comment down below, tell us what you think about the video. Tell us what you think about the bike. The bike's beautiful. These bikes are super cool. I know they're getting more and more popular, and we're figuring more and more out on these things every day, but we got them down pretty damn good. And you know, you guys saw we make some damn good power on them. So if you guys are interested in any kind of packages, again, just give us a call, give us a shout. If you have any questions, give us a shout. 813-908-FAST. That's 813-908-3278. And yeah, we're here for you guys. Race season starts up. We are super excited for that. And be sure to follow us, guys. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. Get that little bell button, the notification button. And every time we upload a video, you guys will know about it. Like I said, we got racing videos coming up. We have some really cool videos coming up for you guys. So be sure to follow along. Comment down below. Tell us what you think. We love you guys. See you on another episode.